Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at the remaining battles that I did do with Lycanroc Midnight here. So the team that we're going to be using for the entirety of this video is going to be Lycanroc here, Toxicroak, and Trevenant. Trevenant is XL, so is the Toxicroak, and this thing is just straight up my first one that I caught in the raid. Came from Australia. You know, it looks like something that would come from Australia. Something in the outback, one of those animals, who knows. If you do enjoy my content, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you need to turn notifications on. And you better believe that I'm going to be using something interesting later today for my Season 11 battles to start it off. I'm not going to say what, but we'll just see when it does arrive. So make sure you do have notifications on so you don't miss it. Now this team is very interesting here. So we got two counter users, and it just simply works out. You know, like I said, we're not trying to get as many wins as we can. We're trying to get some unique wins, some fun wins, some, interesting battles going on here. Alright, so with that said, let's get into it here. Up against this Victini, which was proven to be a little bit of a problematic kind of a thing. We got the Toxicroak, doesn't want to see that confusion. And then we got Trevenant that doesn't want to see fire. They're going to be retreating into their Swampert here, which I would love to see. Let's go. Okay, I'll accept that. Down they go. And we're going to just go for the Shadow Ball right away. We don't even need to hit all those bubbles. And we take the win. Now, if you... People were asking, why were you so quiet? I literally gave an explanation in my last videos because I recorded it. It was like 1:30 in the morning. You know, by the time I got it up, it was like 4 in the morning. I stayed up. Good stuff, right? That's the grind, right? You got to do what you got to do. Yeah, so you can tell I'm a lot louder now. It's the middle of the day. After this, I'm going to go and start doing some battles. As much as I want to go out there and start grinding for these new Pokemon. Well, I might have to, actually, as a matter of fact, for what I want to do. But anyways, we're up against Giratina here. Now, the Toxicroak, of course, we do have Dynamic Punch. Usually you want Mud Bomb, but it's just doing too good with this. It's taking everybody by surprise, and it works great. So they're coming in here with their Jellicent, which we do not want to see. Lycanroc doesn't really want to go up against it. Kind of. It does have Crunch. Some of you are requesting that I try out Psychic Fangs. Now, that sounds like a good idea. What, Psychic Fangs and Crunch, right? With counter, sounds great. You're going to lower the defense every single time you use Psychic Fangs, so it's guaranteed. You'll be doing more with your counter, already doing a lot of damage to things, so that's great. Crunch, nice Crunch. Stone Edge, it came in handy, like one-shotting, Talonflames here, for instance, or something that just needed to be taken out with a hard-hitting stab move that's weak to rock, like, I don't know, Wall Rain. So I felt like Stone Edge was definitely the play to go with. Psychic Fangs is interesting. Look, Lycanroc is already ultra spicy to use in the Ultra League. Going with Psychic Fangs, maybe we'll have to see. Give these videos a thumbs up, folks, and I will be taking your requests more seriously like I used to. I don't anymore though. I mean, come on. Anyways, I'm not even gonna go down that. Go down that path. All right, so we're gonna take them out, taking the win. Let's get it. All right, let's go. Let's keep it moving here. Leading Lycanroc the entire time. With we may switch up the back line. We're not switching the team, but we switch the order. So we're going to see a Poliwrath. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Toxicroak here. I'm just going to let this go, no problem. Hitting me with a Dynamic Punch. So, yeah, I mean, that's not like the wrong play either because it does a lot of damage. Ice Punch is okay if that's what they have. If they had Scold, I would assume they would have went for that. So I think we do shield this up just to play it safe and farm them down. At the expense of a shield, I'll take it. They swap into Muck. Unfortunately, this is that situation where I do need Mud Bomb. One of the very rare times, but hey, it is what it is. And we're taking that risk by using this set here with these moves. So we're going to, obviously let the Toxicroak go. I mean, there's no health there. They still have 2 shields, so what's the deal? Bringing in the Lycanroc because we do resist poison. Dark Pulse is neutral. Thunder Punch is neutral. They're going for the Thunder Punch. Not that much damage. Our counter is resisted. Going for the Night Slash here. And, I mean, there's no point in going for Stone Edge there. And, yeah, that would have been a nice time to have Psychic Fangs up against that poison. They have the Typhlosion in the back. They have 2 shields, but they were probably expecting a Crunch. And we just took them by surprise, taking the win there. Gotta love it. They hard top left it after that. I would, too. Met with an Obstagoon here. Really started to see these coming out. And look at the puttering. You see that stopping there? You can't take this serious, right? You can't take Go Battle League serious. So if you didn't hit Legend, who cares, all right? I mean, if you're in a group where people are judging you upon that, it's time to leave that group, okay? Yeah, I'm going to have to say. So they're going to be swapping into a Sylveon, going for a Stone Edge, not throwing the Stone Edge immediately for whatever reason, and now going for it. Taking out this. I mean, this Lycanroc is a Sylveon Slayer. In the last video, in this video, let's go. And they have a Giratina back there. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Trevenant. And we're looking... I think this is a... Actually, never mind. I don't know which one that one is. There's a double KO somewhere around here. And we shield up that one. No more shields left. Now we're not looking too good. Shadow Sneak. Yeah, it's going to do a lot of damage. Going for the Shadow Ball. Hopefully they let it go. I mean, I can't see them letting it go. Yeah, exactly. So we're shieldless here. We got Lycanroc with no health. Toxicroak with no health. So what are we going to do? We want to try to catch. I think we try to catch. Let's see. There's a Dragon Claw. Going. Swap and catch. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. That was so good. That's what we needed. Otherwise, I think we would have lost. Yeah, we would have lost. So bringing in the Toxicroak now. Going for the Sludge Bomb. Not quite KOing and taking him out with a counter. You like to see it. Let's go. What a clutch win. Next battle, we're going to be met with a Giratina. And, you know, if this thing had like Shadow Claw, I could see them. I don't know. I have to go check Bulbapedia. But if this thing did have, I don't know, counter's great. Let's just not, you know, twist that. Obviously, counter's good. But if it had like Shadow Claw or Snarl, if it can learn those, it'd be pretty crazy, right? And instead of Stone Edge, how about Rock Slide, right? You know, it's a little bit of an overkill, but, you know, it's a new Pokemon. They don't give it all of its good moves right off the bat. And again, I don't know if it can learn those quick moves that I said. It probably can learn Rock Slide. I mean, I'm not familiar with them because I really just hopped out of these newer generations. It's just getting a little much. And it was around the time like Pokemon Go, and I just didn't want to get consumed and start getting obsessed with the new generations while I had to put out constant content all the time. Just like we've been doing for the last 6 freaking years, right? On our phone. If you're not aware, if you're new to this channel, I make all of my content on my phone. If you're wondering, well, what phone are you using? Well, it kind of evolved. We were using the Samsung Galaxies for a while, you know. Well, not for a while. All the time. Only Galaxy. I'll never use Apple. Ever. Ever. And we'll just leave it at that. But I'm currently running Samsung Galaxy S10. And... yeah, if you're thinking, wow, man, you're running your whole business off that older model? You're stinking right. Yep, let's go. See, I'm the type of guy I say if it's not broken, don't fix it. And I just keep my things nice all the time. People are like, man, you sure do spend a lot of money on these things. You got a lot of nice stuff. It's like, no, I really don't. I just take care of my stuff, and I buy things, you know, a nice thing for myself once in a while, and I just take good care of it. And I just see a lot of my, not anymore, I mean, I don't really hang out with people, but, you know, they don't really take care of their stuff. It gets all old, and I still got my thing that's like 2 years old, and it still looks brand new. That's just the way I am. I'm just very organized, I guess you could say. So anyways, with all that said, yeah, we run our entire business off of this. It's pretty fun. I don't know of another YouTuber that has actually made a living for this long of a time only using their phone to edit and do all of their work. Pretty crazy stuff. Sorry I'm dragging this on. It's a big point and I'm kind of proud of, right? Anyways, let's move on from that pridefulness and see what's going on with this Venusaur. We will shield it up, but it's a frenzy plant. Why'd you shield it up? It still does a lot, okay? It still does a lot. We're going to go ahead and shield another and counter down Venusaur. Let's go. Get it, Toxicroak. Get it. All right, let's go. And that's right. We got that Obstagoon. We're going for the Sludge Bomb because it does it would cost less energy. We can get to the Dynamic Punch and take that win here. They're going for a Night Slash. We got the Trevenant in the back, obviously. We're not going into that. They back out because they know it's over. We take the win. Looking good. Let's keep it moving. Now, for this season, Season 11, you don't really have anything to like worry about as far as trying, right? You're just going to simply rank up by getting wins. That's it. It's not about elo. It's just about simply wins. You're going to get a pose. You're going to get a Pikachu Libre. I don't know, you know, what's the deal with that, if being shiny or not, but we'll see. So this threw me off. For a second, I was thinking, hold up. Did I just enter Master League? But that's not possible because I didn't make this team for the Master League set, so there's no way. But somebody just bring a Zacian into to Ultra League, so let's see what we have. Alright, so I was worried about a play rough, and I shield up so Wild Charge, but I'm not psychic, so who knows? Just had to call it as it is. But now we do know they got a double debuff Zacian over there, bringing in their Giratina and absorbing the Shadow Ball. think we're going to go ahead and let it go ourselves. We don't want to be shieldless with that Zacian that can charge up extremely fast and kind of wipe out our team with close combat to the Lycanroc, and then a wild charge to the Toxicroak. It's just, you know, a little dangerous to be shieldless. So in comes the Lycanroc. We are trying to get out the crunch. Unfortunately, we do not. I was going to say, please don't shield. That would make no sense right there. Bring into the Toxicroak to counter up this thing. They did debuff themselves. We will be shielding this. Close combat again. Oh, you got baited. I mean, not really. I don't know why they didn't go with the wild charge. Bringing in a Empoleon. And they let it go. I don't know. If they would have shielded that, do you think they would have been able to take the win? We got a Trevenant in the back. So, I mean, does it really matter? Taking the win. Looking good. Let's keep it moving here, folks. What are we going to be met with next? As you can see, I'm having a blast, all right, with this thing. It's way too fun. All right, so we're met with a Cresselia. Now this, Grass Knot's something we don't really want to get hit by. There you go. It does a lot of damage in comparison to what our Crunch is going to be doing. Now what I rely on here is the debuff, or at least getting 2 crunches through. There we go. We got to the next one. If we can get the debuff, that's going to be great. Our Trevenant's going to be able to go in there and farm up. Not entirely. We'll hit a Seed Bomb eventually, but it's going to be able to do a lot more, obviously, than it would have before. So we're getting a shield, and we get the debuff. We swap, but they know they don't want us to farm. They bring in an Alolan Muck, which has Poison Jab, so I'm assuming Acid Spray and Dark Pulse. They're going to hit us with a Dark Pulse, doing the most damage as they can. We're building up extra energy here. Now, another situation where I kind of need Mud Bomb. We're just going to go straight for the Dynamic Punch. And since we built up so much energy, they were probably thinking, oh, you got a couple of those ready to go. It's pointless to shield. Plus, we're just going to go ahead and bring in Cresselia, just like this here. But we're able to get to a Sludge Bomb and easily letting this Toxicroak go. We're going to go ahead and bring in Trevenant to farm it up. All right, they're getting to a charge, but we've got 2 shields. I think we do shield it. Wait. Grass Knot. Yeah, good call. And they got a Drapion in the back end. At this point, I got a little nervous. Okay, getting a little nervous because a Dark type over there. Very, very spammy Dark type at that with that Crunch. So we're not in a great position. But at the end of the day, Shadow Ball is Shadow Ball is Shadow Ball. And it does a lot of damage. It doesn't matter if you're type. Well, if you're a tanky Dark type like Umbreon, it's a different story here. But Drapion is not necessarily the thickest thing around. So we're going to be able to just kind of walk all over it with its resisted type. Shadow Ball. Ghost, let's go. Going for another one here. This should KO. And, well, this will KO. In comes Cresselia, and we farm down. Thank you very much, Trevenant. So, the Trevenant and Lycanroc core, that's what it is. Isn't that such a cool core, too? You got the creepy forestry and the, you know, I guess creepy werewolf thing, too. I wouldn't really call it creepy, just like, you know, that Halloween-esque type thing going on here. So, nice stuff. Good stuff. And that third Pokemon could just be random. I know we're in the Great League right now, but what? I'll bring you battles in a little bit of that, but using something fun. But I don't know, man. Why are people trying so hard? Like, I hopped on Twitter or Twitch, sorry, and you know, there's some people running spies. Actually, somebody I was watching today was running some interesting stuff. But for the most part, I see a lot of meta, like. Guys, it's the first day of Season 11, which you don't even need to really work too hard. Have a little fun. But hey, you know what? You know what, though? Don't have fun. Don't use spice. Don't do that. Don't do any of that. Just keep going meta. Keep doing all that. Try hard stuff. And I'll be the one bringing the Ultra Spice. Let's go. So we got Talonflame here, and we're going to go straight for that Shadow Ball. Taking them out. No more shield on them. They got a Trevenant in the back. We should be able to get to the Shadow Ball before them. Oh, right on the dime. And, okay. We survived. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. They're probably in just like, are you freaking kidding me? But we still had Pokemon in the back, so that was pretty crazy. Good game. Moving on. We're met with a Machamp. Horribly. We saw plenty of this yesterday. I Shadow at that. Swapping it a Toxicroak. They bring in Galarian Stunfisk, so we're going to go Dynamic Punch. This is just a Mud Bomb. You don't need a shield. It's not going to do much. Damn. Dang it. Shielded it up. All right, so I think we just, yeah, we get, you know, at this point, I know they're going to bait me, but I don't care. I simply don't care. I just need to get that thing out of my face. Out of here. We got bold shields. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is shield it up again. Another bait as expected. And we're going to counter down. No, you're not going to make it to another charge move. In comes the Machamp. There must be something else weak to fighting. I'm just going to take that guess. So we're going Sludge Bomb, less energy. and almost countering them down. That would have been just funny for a Toxicroak sweep here. Bringing in the Lycanroc, what they got. Yep, there you go, exactly. See that ABA line where you kind of pull out the thing that, you know, the fighter in the back or whatever type is strong to whatever in the back, and then it's like, it screws up the algorithm and you just get this nice little cycle of rock, paper, scissors that you can just hand over fist it, right? So let's see what we have. Going for the Shadow Ball. I mean, Trevenant just runs over Registeel usually nowadays with the moves that they do carry. Focus Blast and Zap Cannon just can't cut it. Next battle, what are we going to see? Cresselia. And that's fine. Okay, that's good. It's good. Grass Knot always is going to be annoying, so we got to always work around that situation here, but we will be able to outpace them to another crunch. And again, looking for that debuff. If we don't get it, that's fine. At the end of the day, what we really need to do is just simply get into crunches, but we can't. It's a little unfortunate. We will be shielding it up because Psycho Cut is not going to be able to take us out. They're not going to be able to farm down, and if they want to, they're going to have to shield up again to protect. Well, I don't think they don't need to shield up again, but we got a shield out of them. We made them use their energy. It's fine. It's good. We're going to go here with Trevenant, and the goal is to get that thing out of here because we got a Toxicroak that doesn't want to see it at all. So we're just going to go ahead and go for the Grass Knot, or for Grass Knot, Seed Bomb. They used their last shield. Okay, that's pretty interesting. We're going to let that Moonblast go through, and I think we want to farm down at this point all the way to Funky Town. You got that right. What you're going to come into battle with in this shieldless thing here, it's a Wall Rain. So I think we want to swap as soon as we get this off into Toxicroak. Let's get it. What you got in the back? Talonflame. This is not all bad. We still got a shield left, so let's see what we have going on. I think maybe we want to shield this up. I know you want to let that first one go, but I'm not going to. See, what's going to happen is we have energy on our Trevenant. We're going to be able to go in there and farm it down and then just hit the Wall Rain. Well, look at it's lagging. Well, why? Why is it lagging when I'm about to win again, and again? Always. I mean, every set, folks. Why does it do that? Coincidence, right? That's what they'll tell you on Twitter. So that part right there, I actually, you know, I was battling so much. I was a little bit out of it at that point. You know, it's very late, and I could have taken him out with a Seed Bomb, right? But whatever. So we got a Obstagoon here. Fine. I taking it back to that. Oh, people will just say it's a coincidence. Look, you know, that lag, you know, it is probably a lot of times a coincidence. I don't want to point towards people cheating or anything like that. Sometimes I get a little annoyed because it's just way too coincidental. All right. But it is, that is, I will say, something that is actually taking place probably for both players, and it's not some sort of sinister thing. Although, like I said, sometimes I just can't help but think it is. Certain times, you saw yesterday in my last video, ridiculous. Come on. So we got this Escavalier here that's really struggling. Went for a Drill Run. We don't know what other charge move it does have. Acid Spray it is. Okay. Maybe we saw it. I just was talking. I didn't pay attention. All right. Going for a Shadow Ball, just taking them out. No shields on either end. They got a Nidoqueen. Going for the Shadow Ball because it just does more damage. When shields are down, just go to town with that. Unless it is like solely weak to grass, and you can really do more damage with the grass, I guess, like Swampert or something like that. But anyway, bringing in the Toxicroak to just take it out. All right, yep, just use up your energy. Bringing in Trevenant to farm down, take the win. Looking good. Moving on to our next opponent. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Finally, we got some nice leads here up against a Wall Rain, but it's actually not as good as you may think it is, because Icicle Spear is just, it's a strong and spammy move with Powdered Snow, but Lycanroc squishy. If we can land this Stone Edge, oh, baby. Yeah, they shielded up. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, you know, it is what it is, but I still had a blast. It's still a fun Pokemon to use because who cares? When you stop thinking and worrying about trying to rank up and trying to impress and trying to prove yourself, that's me, right? All problems go away. All of these annoyances go away. Actually, you still get annoyed by little things, little glitches and that, but, you know, for the most part, it's like, okay, we took a loss, let's move on. Especially when you got 100 battles, which is not around anymore. Well, today is, depending on where you do live, right? But it is going to be gone. Completely spaced that out. Would have, yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of battles to do, but I like it. I'm glad they do that. So we got the Muck out here. Going to swap into our Trevenant. Why would I do that? Because I need to sacrifice it so we can bring in the Toxicroak and then counter down and then finish off whatever's in the back. Or, I mean, there's nothing in the back. So they can use up their energy here, and this, let's see. You see where I'm coming from. All right. And will a Dark Pulse be enough? Let's see. Negative. And we get to the Dynamic Punch. Do you see why I swapped in there? Exactly. Let's get it, Toxicroak. Taking the win for us. Thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate it. Next battle. What are we going to see with that Lycanroc? Oh, okay. What's this thing's name? Toucan Sam? So we got New Gen versus New Gen. Let's go. The Alola versus Alola. All right. So when I saw this, I was thinking, I don't know what moves it has. I don't know what it's going to have. I got to shield up. Rock Blast. Okay, so I figured they were baiting me. It's got Bullet Seed, so it's farming up pretty quick. So I still have that at the back of my mind. They got something. But we're still doing a lot of damage. It is normal still, even though it's flying. Still doing a lot. We let it go. We call it, but they had so much energy they had another one. So they've used both shields fine. They want to make sure they are using that investment that they just made. I totally understand. I feel you. And they're bringing in a Toxicroak here. Again, this is why I like that Dynamic Punch. But we're going to go ahead and catch. Hey, let's go. Still have a shield. And a Suicune Shiny. I wonder if they got that for the Johto Tour. So, things are getting a little interesting here. Still feel comfortable winning this battle. But watch what happens. They hit me with a bubble. Oh my goodness. Nice. Well played, sir. Well played. So we're going to go Seed Bomb here, just to do much damage as we can. Just going to go in with Toxicroak and counter down, because I have a feeling we're going to get hit by an Ice Beam right about now. And there it is. Counter down the Suicune, looking good. Still got a bunch of health. And we're going to go straight for that Dynamic Punch. It came in so clutch. I love it. Now, if you're going into the, say, Great League with a Toxicroak, you probably want to run Mud Bomb, okay? If you go Dynamic Punch, I'm sure you'll take people by surprise. Another Machamp with that Trevenant in the back. See, both of these are kind of pulling out that fighter. And they're going to be swapping into a Lapras when we bring in our Toxicroak. This is good. And, yeah, I mean, really not much more to say. We hit him with a surprise Dynamic Punch. There you go. Again, another reason why it's so good. I don't think they're going to come in here with Machamp. If they do, okay, exactly. So we've seen their whole team, and that thing has confusion. Okay, bringing in Trevenants. So, all right. So last night I screwed up a few of the explanations for my battles. I was, like I said, tired. I was mixing up battles. This is the one that I screwed up on. There was even a point in one of the battles where I was like, we got the Lycanroc in the back, and the Lycanroc was dead. All right. So I screwed up. I should have went with the Lycanroc, because now we're locked here like this. Exactly. We get to the Stone Edge, though, so actually pretty good. Thank you for surviving that, buddy, oh pal, oh friend. Down we go by an invisible counter, bringing in Trevenant to farm up. Let's go, taking him out. Beautiful, beautiful. And we're going to just throw Shadow Ball right away and then throw another one. So we screw that all up, but we're able to turn it around. Pretty awesome. At this very moment, I was thinking, there's no way they got 2 charge moves ready to go. There's no way, not with confusion. Impossible. Then we get to the Shadow Ball and we take the win. Nice. Always love it when you have a screw up and you turn it around for a win. Let's go. Next battle. It was all thanks to that Lycanroc surviving. Met with a Registeel here, so we got to look out for Focus Blast as well as Flash Cannon, because both of those are super effective to rock. Gonna go for the Crunch here. Try to get that debuff right away. And no debuff. Okay, okay, okay. Psychic Fangs would be pretty nice, right? It's doing a lot more damage with counter when you bring down their defense, guaranteed. Alright, but Stone Edge, as you can see, it just coming in clutch many different times. I mean, all those Machamps, actually, now that I think of it, Alright, so we take out the Registeel at the expense of a shield here. In comes Charizard. We're getting to the Stone Edge. I'm pretty sure they're going to shield this up. And they do. So that thing does have Dragon Breath. We're not resisting that. Things are getting a little interesting here. The backline doesn't really want to see it. We're letting it go just because we're just going to have to pull this around. Going to have to call this. Bring it in Toxicroak. Now, I think we do shield this up, expecting a Blast Burn, and there it is. Good, good. If you let this go, this will be perfect. If you don't, that's fine. We'll go in with Trevenant and farm you down. All right, sounds good. Letting it go. What you got in the back? A Stoutland. Okay. Obviously, we're in a good position. That's a very interesting pick. Got to respect somebody who uses something outside of the norm here for sure. So expecting a crunch. What's it got? Crunch and Wild Charges or Body Slam. I don't even know what that thing has. All right, so taking the win there. Nice, nice, nice. Moving on. What are we going to see in the lead? A Giratina. Okay. All right. Now it's annoying, but you know you got to do what you got to do here. We're running the risk of leading it in the front. Like I said, if this thing had Shadow Claw, be pretty good. Although counter is just probably inevitably the best. Simple as that. All right, when it comes down to it. It's going to be nice to have options, but later down the line, these things will get community day, so you already know. So we got a shield out of them. We have shielded up nothing. Bringing in Trevenant here to farm up. They're going to be retreating into our wall rain. Now we go straight for the Shadow Ball because it just does more damage in case they don't shield. All right, good. And now we're going to swap it to Toxicroak and farm up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Since they've used a shield, I think we can use a shield here ourselves as well. Yep, Earthquake, good call. And that wall rain was just sitting there in awe like, he shielded it up. All right. And they got an Obstagoon. If you're thinking, why did they go in here with that? Because they know I would have farmed them down or thrown a charge move, and it's over anyways. So they just bring in an Obstagoon to just do some damage here, I suppose. Hitting me with that old Crossy. Bringing in the Giri. And we shield it up. And I think we build up a little bit more energy, swap it to Trevenant. And I just... It doesn't really matter because we have a Dynamic Punch ready to go. As soon as, they take us out, we'll just go ahead and bring it in there. Even if they have energy ready to go, they can't KO our Toxicroak. It just has, it's resisting all the moves unless they hit us with a Shadow Ball or a Gunk Shot, which is not happening because they're throwing all their energy here. And I think Trevenant's just simply going to be able to finish this off for us. And yep, looking good. Thank you, old Trevenant. Let's keep it moving here, folks. What are we going to see in that lead? Talonflame. That is exactly what we want to see every single time. That, or what else is comfortable? I think this is pretty much the best for it right now, right? So they're going to be swapping. I go for Stone Edge. They catch it on their Empoleon. You sneaky little sneak. You got me. Very nice catch. Bringing in Toxicroak, and he said, well, what about me? Don't worry, I got you, boss. We're not going to let him slide with all that. Thanks. Appreciate that, Toxicroak. Bringing in that Talonflame, going for the Sledge Bomb, doing a ton of damage. We're going to let this go, I think. Yeah, definitely gonna let it go. We survive and get to another one. Toxicroak. He's on one right now. He's on fire. Let's get it. Remember the old NBA Jam game on, it was like Super Nintendo? He's on fire. Man, that game was so good. They also had the arcade version as well, where they had like big heads and then would like become on fire. The basketball would be moving all fast. It was such a good game. Anyways, what are we gonna see here? An Umbreon, huh? That's fine. We got two, wait, I don't even know what's alive. I'm not even paying it. Okay, just the Lycanroc. Oh, this is the last battle. Actually, this is pretty cool. It just goes to Counter Town. I think we get off one Night Slash just to see if we can get the debuff. And then after that, we say, the heck with it. We're not going to miss any more opportunities to get in a counter. Because if you throw a quick or a charge move, you do miss an opportunity to get in a quick move. So I felt like, well, we're going to have to just keep going counter here. And Lycanroc takes the win. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. And I'll be catching you all on the next video. Take care.